Hello, welcome to everybody. Welcome to this new section about ARM templates. So templates is something very nice. Uh, it's a solution not to use PowerShell because a template is just a JSON file that you download, and you can really deploy a resource management template in a resource group. It's very easy. So this is very faster, and you no longer have to create a VM in the portal, wait for it to finish, and then create the new next VM because resource manager will use this template. So a template is really something that will reduce manual error prone task. Template help express complete deployment, and template improve consistency. Template are just code you will see, and template you can promote reuse. Template are linkable, and template is simply for orchestration. So uh, so this is amazing. So the best way to show you what is a template is to download one. Okay, here I just tap quick start template in the gallery. So for example, let's say that I want to create a VM very fastly. Okay, I want to deploy a simple Windows VM with tags. I want to deploy an Ubuntu VM with Docker engine. I want to do so much thing here. See, a lot of template here. So for example, let's say I want to deploy a simple Windows VM here. I just have to go here, and this is something amazing. You will see because with this template, uh, allow you to deploy a single Windows VM using a few different options for the Windows version using the latest patches version. This will deploy an A2 size VM in the resource group location and return the FQDN of the VM. Okay, so we'll see after what is the different size in the compute section of this course. So he will ask me for all this information. So to show you how powerful is it, I can go and do deploy to Azure. When I do that, he will directly deploy it to Azure, and I just have to run it. Wow, this is amazing, amazing. I love it. I'm using all the time template, and we will use a lot of template in this section. So here I can see that I have here, information about the subscription here, the resource group here. So for example, if I want to create a new resource group for this new VM, let's say, okay, I want to create, for example, RG test a VM. After I just have to give the username, the admin password, the DNS label prefix, for example, and information about the OS version here. So I can really choose, for example, let's say this one, 2016 data center, the size, and the resource group location. So if I create a resource group, for example, within US Central US, he will take the location. So he will take location from the resource group, see resource group dot location. I can go here and do edit template. Okay, when I do edit template, I have some information. Okay, so what I have first is the schema. Okay, so the schema is the location of the JSON schema file that describes the version of the template language. Okay, after I have the content version. The content version is the version of the template. Search, for example, at 1000, and you can provide any value for this element. Okay, and I use this value to document a significant change in your template. Okay, so this is it. So when you deploy resources using the template, this value can be used to make sure that the right template is being used, of course. After you have the parameter, see parameter here. So it's not required this one, but I can have all the value that are provided when deployment is executed to customize the resource deployment, for example. And after it has my variable here, so I can see all my variable here. This is all the variable that I need to create my VM. Of course, after I can have some like function, I can have output, so I can have a lot of information when I deploy this VM. So really the template is something that you will run, and the variable is where you define value that I use through the template. Okay, so variable can help make your template easy to maintain. For example, you might define a storage account name or one time as a variable, and then use that variable through the template. This is very nice. So so if I go here, I can do save here, and now I can run it. Okay, so my admin username will be, let's say, Fabrice. I will provide the password. Wow, I love it. So this is really fantastic. and you can have very complex JSON file. Oh, sorry, you see my password. So let's say my DNS prefix. So of course, I must be sure that my DNS prefix is it's a unique DNS name for the public IP. So I must be sure that of course it's not used. So let's say, for example, fluctuation IT to okay, in one day it will be the new year. Yeah, tonight we will pass from 2019 to 2020. I don't know if what you're going to do tonight, but I'm going to Malta at Valletta to make party all over the night. So tomorrow morning I will not record, or I will be. Oh, if I record, you will not hear me correctly. So now this is it. So now I can just okay, I agree for that, and I can do purchase. If I didn't put any error here, he will directly create my VM. If I have an error here, for example, the VM site doesn't exist in this location, he will stop it and say it's not a good word because you did a mistake here. So we have a lot of quick start template. Okay, so let's go back to our quick start template. I'm going to show you exactly. Let's go here. Let's say Azure quick start template, like I told you. So we have a lot of them here. So this is something we have more than 757 quick template that you can use, of course, to access, of course, a lot of information here. So here is it from GitHub here. So quick start template here. So I have other template here that I can use. For example, I have one very nice. If I search for example, let's say domain controller. Uh, let's say for example domain controller here. If I have one here, no, I don't have any here. But or I say Active Directory. Active Directory. I don't have any directory, but it doesn't matter. I will show you that after. So here I have I can create here Cosmos DB. I can create directly template. I can create VM if I want. I can if I go here, I can create new traffic manager. I can create a VM. A VM. I can create zone. I can wow, this is incredible. And one of my template that I love to when I'm going to show you the Azure ID, for example, if I do Azure Quick Template, let's say uh, that's it. This one I want to show this one domain controller. Wow, this one is fantastic. This one he will create for you a VM. Wow, and create a new VM and create a new AD forest domain and DC. Wow, this is crazy. So if you want to do a lab and for example see how it's working Azure AD with AD Connect, you just create a VM here. Okay, so now where is it now? He's still doing my template. See, deployment in progress. So always working very fine. So this is really very nice. Okay, this is a way that you can do it. So I love it. Okay. So that's a way that you can very easily, deploy VM. You can even, find, let's say that I want to go directly, for example, to deploy a simple VM. So I have a URL here, for example, this one. Let's see it. If I go here, for example, I have directly the JSON to create a simple. See here, this is something that you can, for example, use to directly access a template here. So this is very nice. So if I take this one, I do Control C, I can after of course deploy it. But otherwise, I can do if I want only a VM simple Windows, I just go here and I say okay, enter and access. Okay, this is not found because this is the demo effect, but I think you understand really how it's working. Okay. Yeah, so this is really fantastic. And how do you run template through PowerShell? Of course, this is very easy. Yeah, you just have to say him. For example, you wanna you do that by using a new Azure resource group deployment, for example. So this can be done very easily. So for example, let's say that okay, I'm interested in I don't know, for example, this one, GitHub. think it will work. I'm not sure it will work, but let's see if it will work after. So so for that, I can use PowerShell for that. Okay. So let's say that okay, I want to have this one, for example. Okay, just JSON one. Okay, so I take this file here, and I want to do it directly from PowerShell. Okay, I don't want to go and download it. So if I go here at the end of this line, I can say, okay, I can create a variable, so it will be my template, and I say equal, and I put here, insert here, my template here. Okay, so let's say that this is my variable. So if I just run this one, you see that there is my variable. So, and after, if I want to directly deploy it through PowerShell, I can do new EAZ resource group deployment. Yeah, that's it. This one, and I can give him a name. So let's say name, and I'll say, for example, new VM, for example, and I will say the name of my resource group name. So let's say for example tester2. I don't know if I have the tester2. I think so, yes. And my template URI. That's it. See this one, and I can do now $template. Here is it, and normally if I run it, I hope so. Let's say, yeah, name parameter. That's why. Normally you will be pointed for the admin username, so I think that this one is not good. Yep. This one seems not to be good. This one. So if I change it, maybe, let's see if I can take another one here, because this one was not working, of course. So quick tag template. Okay, so if I take this one, maybe Azure quick start. Let's take another one, okay? Just to be sure. Let's say, for example, add. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take one here just to be sure. VM simple Linux, for example, this one. So let's see this one. I'm not sure about the URL. I think so. I made a mistake here. So let's try last time. If it doesn't work, doesn't matter. I will try again after, because I don't do it often, this one. So I'm not sure this is a good example. Yep. Yeah, I know why, because I don't have the parameter here. So okay, doesn't matter. I will in the next video we will see how it's working. Okay, I think that I am missing something. If I want to to say that I want to do it directly by here. Let me see if I make a mistake here. Yeah, normally he must ask me for that. Okay, it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm gonna stop the video and we'll see that in the next video. Okay, but you saw what is a resource group and how powerful is it. Okay, so see you in the lecture and we'll resolve this issue. Okay, bye bye.